Ah, the sun. The beautiful sun. Welcome back to Living Survival. My name is Ben, and today we're going to take a look at an awesome product that I didn't even know existed. It's a viewer request, and even better, it's a viewer request that I've never seen before. So we're going to take a look at the Claymore Capon B. So yeah, today we're looking at this very cool headlamp slash light. It's called the Capon 40B. They also make another model called the 65A. Really the only difference is the other one is a little bit larger, a little bit heavier, and it has a little bit bigger battery in it. These are USB rechargeable, so the other one has a little bit bigger battery in it. I just didn't like the form factor as much as I like on this 40B, and weighing in at only 29 grams, this thing is super light for the capability that it has. This light is absolutely perfect for ultralight backpackers. I know it's going to become a staple in my ultralight kit, but also for walkers, joggers, hikers, bikers, campers, anything where you want a really lightweight headlamp that's also very multi-purpose, which is really the coolest thing about this. Again, weight-wise, an ultralight 29 grams, and form factor is really small as well. It's pretty durable on the outside. You've got this hard plastic outside with sort of this rubbery texturized edge on it, which is nice. It feels nice and stable, nice and durable. It does have a plastic pocket clip on the back, so that would probably be your first point of failure, but it does seem pretty rugged. So it does come in 3 different color options. The red also comes in a tan, also comes in a black, and this thing has not only 3 different modes to it, or 3 different lighting modes to it, but it's also USB rechargeable, so you got a micro USB recharge port there. So this light has an IP54 rating. That stands for ingress protection. The first number there is for your solids, second is for your liquids. So it has a 5 rating when it comes to dust, and what that means is it's pretty much dust resistant. This cover here is going to keep the dust out. The case itself is going to keep the dust out within reason, so dust resistant there. And then the 4 at the end stands for the liquids, which a 4 rating means that it is water resistant. So it's going to handle a few splashes. You wouldn't want to submerge it. Not quite as waterproof as some of the other lights we've looked at that carry the IPX8 rating, but definitely will keep the elements off. I had it out in snow and rain, and didn't become an issue. Again, you just wouldn't want to submerge it for any length of time. So this clip is made to clip on the brim of hats or safety helmets. It also works good on vests, so you can use the light in regular flashlight mode. It's also got some red lights here, and then it also has this floodlight here, or lantern, that lights up right here, which will work exactly for that purpose. So if you had this clipped on a vest, for example, you're not going to want to use this light because it's going to shoot up straight in the air, but you could use this floodlight and illuminate the area in front of you. Or you can clip it on the brim of a hat, and then of course it does have the adjustability, so you can adjust it up and down, which is nice. Or you could clip this onto other things like the visor of your car, and then you could have some light right here with the floodlight here. So anything you can really clip it to, you have the option of the more spotty light or the more floody light. The clip also has a hole in the back where you can tie a piece of cordage around it like I did, or it actually comes with a clip that you can use, and you can hang this sort of in lantern mode in a tent, for example, or hang it from a tree. And you can use one of the 3 options, which would be the more spotty front light here, the red lights, or the diffused floodlight here. So on to the all-important modes here. Again, you have your power button and you have your mode button. You press it once, that's going to turn the light on and off. Very simple and straightforward. The Capon has infinity control, so once the light is on in any mode, you simply hold down the on-off button again, and that's going to adjust your brightness. So it's going to go all the way up to its brightest and flash, letting you know that that's the brightest. You can push it down again, and it'll go all the way down to its lowest mode and flash again. Now, I do wish this had an even lower mode. I'm not sure at the bottom range what the lumen output is. On the top range, it's that 230 lumens. But I do wish it did go a little bit lower on its lowest for use in a bedroom, for example, or in a tent or hammock. The light also has 5-step dimming, but it's not something you can really do with one hand. You have to hold down the power button and then click the mode button, and it will step down. Just as easy, in my opinion, to just hold down the button and you have your infinite brightness. There's also an SOS mode that you can access at any time if the light is on by holding down the mode button for 2 seconds, and that activates SOS. What's cool is you can do the SOS in both the lantern mode or in spot mode. In case you're wondering, yes, it also works in red light mode. The button right behind that switches your different lighting modes, so you can go from the spot to your red light and on into your very cool lantern. And again, these are adjustable as well. Just by holding it down, you can see how bright that lantern mode is. It's super bright, so you could wear this on a vest, for example, or on the strap of a backpack, and you're going to get all that floody light in front of you, which is really cool. If you want to dial it down a little bit, you just hold it down again, and it goes back to its lowest setting. Back to spot, you can do the same thing with the red light. You can increase it, and again, it's got a very bright red light, which is cool, and you can adjust that all the way down to a very low red light. The red light does go low enough in my opinion. However, I wish the lantern mode and the spot mode did go just a little bit lower. I find that it's just too much light on its lowest for those times when you're just crawling into bed, or you just want very, very minimal light just to do a task without waking up other people. You could also save some battery life that way as well. Speaking of battery life, this is going to run for 2 hours on its brightest and up to 12 hours on its lowest. So again, you only have a 400 milliamp battery in there. It is rechargeable, which is nice, but that's why you're getting those lower run times. And it takes an hour and a half to recharge, so not very bad as far as recharging it. You know, you're not going to use a headlamp on all the time. Generally, I'm not going to use the brightest. I generally use one of the lower settings on my headlamps. So this, to me, is going to run for a decent amount of time, and I can just recharge it as needed. There is also a battery indicator, which is nice. You turn the light on there, and you get a quick flash of the battery indicator. There are 3 different dots there, representing about 33% apiece. The beauty of this light is that it can go from a pocketable flashlight to a headlamp, and it really doesn't matter what you're clipping it to because it has both of those light sources. So clipped onto the brim of a hat, you've got your adjustability here, up and down. You can go all the way past 90, which is nice, so you get a full range of light out the front. And if you clipped it to something like a pack or vest, even upside down, you're still going to get that versatility of the floodlight as well. So you could use it in 2 different ways as a headlamp. We can turn it on, you can have your more spotty light, or you can switch it to either your red light or your lantern style light, your flood style light, and use it that way. So super duper versatile with the 3 different lighting modes and the infinite brightness. Overall, this is a super sweet light for how lightweight it is and for what it does. It's super multi-purpose, whether you want a spotlight, a floodlight, a red light, or no matter where you want that light, whether you want it right in front of you or you want it to shoot a little bit further in the distance, this light covers it all, and it also covers it from any angle depending on what you're mounting this light to. So again, great for backpacking and camping and hiking. It takes up no room in your pack. Again, it's really lightweight and it's USB rechargeable. Really the only cons for me would be the water and dust protection. That'd be nice if that was a little bit higher, so you could drop this in a puddle and not worry about it, for example, or leave it out overnight in a rain and not worry about it. I also wish that that lowest mode went just a little bit lower, giving you an extended run time, but giving you that lower light when you're in small cramped situations such as in a tent or in a hammock. Pocket clip seems pretty durable. It does have really good retention, whether you're clipping it on a backpack strap or on the brim of a hat. Again, it's got enough retention that you could clip it onto something thin like the flap of a tent, for example, or just a smaller, lighter weight cap. You could clip it onto that as well. I do like the full range of motion here. So safe to say this light isn't going anywhere. It's going to go right in with my ultralight backpacking gear, and it'll make a great addition to my backpacking and hiking kits. So of course there's going to be a link below in the description where you guys can check out more information as well as pick up one of these Capons. Keep those viewer requests coming. I research a lot of products every week, and there's a chance I might find something cool because of you guys. Take a moment to give this video a big thumbs up for me and leave me a comment below in the comment section. Feel free to share this video to your friends and family on your social media. And if you haven't already done so, click that red subscribe button and that notification bell for more videos.